We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The Halos have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Andrew Heaney gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Iglesias, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Behind 0-2 now. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. A little chilly, but not unbearable tonight. 55 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Waiting on it is Goodwin. 1 away.
Batting second, the third baseman, Hunter Alberto.
In now for the O's, Hanser Alberto. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. Hard hit to first. He's right there, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. So here's Trey Mancini, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run here in the early going. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
And here's Renato Nunez as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. The windup and the 0-1. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. The pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Cobb will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that can hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Standing in, Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now here it comes. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the second baseman, David Fletcher.
Ready now for L.A., David Fletcher, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there 1-0. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, I hope these guys were listening today during the hitters meeting, because they have not been swinging the bats well. They only scored 1 run in the loss yesterday, and somewhere along the line, this offense has to execute at a higher level if this team's going to compete.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. Cobb gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. To first. Fielded cleanly by Davis. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 1 inning in the books here. The Orioles are on top, 1-0. Anthony Santander the next to bat, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so.
Anthony Santander.
Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Past meetings with Andrew Heaney, just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. 1-2 now. And the pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Trout has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Austin Hayes.
Austin Hayes the next to bat, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hayes.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Grounded down the third baseline, and this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
Well, clearly they challenged the guy they shouldn't have right there. He's got a missile launcher for an arm, so when he saw him trying to stretch a double, he unleashed one to cut him down, so probably won't be doing that again in this one.
At the plate, Ramon Urias, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The windup and the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. In there, 1-2 now. Base hit, line drive into the corner. He takes the turn and heads for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. One left for the Orioles. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Last half of the second set to go. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1. And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Next will be the designated hitter, Tommy La Stella. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first, and he'll dive back in safely. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. The 1-0. On the ground now for Iglesias. This could be two. One there. Relay to Davis, and indeed it's a double play.
Batting fifth, no left fielder, Justin.
Here's Justin Upton now. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. Cobb into the windup. First pitch on the way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Drilled to first. Davis has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Angels held in check there. They trail this one 1-0. Here's Chris Davis now, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Number 19, Chris Davis.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Like that pitch there. Lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
1-1 the count to Chris Davis. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And he fouls this one off. He'll try again. 1-2. A swing and a... Oh, it's off the third base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, But nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Orioles have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope, that's down.
Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Now batting.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So now to the plate, Renato Nunez, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. Mancini stands at first with 1 out. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push to throw.
And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. Ready now for Baltimore, Anthony Santander. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. 2 out with the man at first.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 3-0 Baltimore. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin.
And
He had a
leading off
homer in the ball game
Angels,
yesterday afternoon.
the right fielder.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, and it's 0-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side, but foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that's good.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. 5 homers and 11 RBIs. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
Into the box now, Max Stassi. As he'll take a look at ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Cobb into the windup. Here's the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Orioles.
Standing in, Austin Hayes. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
0-1 the count. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Ramon Urias. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
Number 28, Pedro.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Pedro Severino. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Severino, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. 3-0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-0 pitch. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Wow, I'm not sure what they were afraid of in this at bat. The count moved to 3-2, and they didn't even challenge him there. I can understand being careful with some hitters, but not that guy. He'll happily take the walk.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis. He's set. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Orioles leave 1. They lead it 3-0. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Angels, the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
First pitch on its way. Ball 1. And he popped him up. Urias ranging into the outfield. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
And now for the Angels, Anthony Rendon. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Cobb looks in. Here's the first pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Two balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon. 2-0 count. The pitch.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner. The hitter knew it was coming and still couldn't do anything with it. 2
balls and a strike. Here it is. And he misses again. Ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. On the ground to third. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Angels are gone in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike. Swing and a liner. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Alberto.
Stepping in now, Hanser Alberto, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hit down the line at first. Simmons on to first, and they turn the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Ready once again, Trey Mancini. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi.
For the Angels,
So now the Angels cleanup batter, Mike Trout. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2. Smoke toward third, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Yeah, Matt, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first, so as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Here's Tommy La Stella now, and on the first pitch he grounds foul. La Stella, playing here in his age 31 season, he was an 8th round selection back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
1-1 to Tommy La Stella. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a two-run homer down the line in right field. Second home run early in the year. And the Angels are back within one. It's a 3-2 ball game now.
Well, they were a lot more comfortable up 3 than they are now, only up by 1. That just goes to show you one pitch, one two-run shot, and the entire complexion of a game can change just like that.
Justin Upton the next to hit. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Upton in a hole, 0-2 the count to him.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Little chopper back to the mound. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 18.
Digging in now, Brian Goodwin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Still only one out in the inning. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
2-2.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Hit back up the middle. Iglesias is there. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The batter, the catcher, Jason Castro.
Stepping up to the plate, Jason Castro. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher.
I got to count 1-2.
That one, but a little out in front. Now another 1-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Fouled off.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Pulled toward right center field. And Hayes will make the catch. This side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Striding forward now is the DH, Renato Nunez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
No, and flat.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. A 2-1 count to Nunez. All even now, 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-2 pitch. Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And the Orioles are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Looking at this, you know he had to be sitting on that pitch because he jumped all over it. Tried to keep him off balance with the old Uncle Charlie, and he was having none of that. Not a bad pitch. He was just waiting for it and blasted a leadoff double.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Jaime Barria takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 51, Jaime Barria.
At the plate now, Anthony Santander. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. Lifted the other way to left center. After it is Upton. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Settling in now, Austin Hayes. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's set and the pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. And this is high, a ball and a strike. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside. Three and 1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3 and 1.
The 3-1. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To the plate now, Ramon Urias. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Goodwin is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. One left for the Orioles, but they still lead it 3-2. So striding in, Max Stassi. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
The first baseman, Max Stassi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Count is 1-2 now. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a ball, 1-0. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The batter, number 22.
Ready for another shot now. David Fletcher. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
2 out, nobody on. And he popped him up. Urias is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail 3-2. Stepping into the box, Pedro Severino comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field. And this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run here in the early going. And it moves the Orioles out to a 4-2 lead.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
Now batting.
Chris Davis at the plate now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 0-1.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. to right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis, the 301st of his career. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Matt Andrees comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 35, Matt Andrees.
Jose Iglesias will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Pitch on the way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Base is empty here with nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
2 strikes.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? 3rd knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Into the box, Hanser Alberto, as he'll send a ground ball down to 3rd. To 2nd for 1, on to 1st, and they get them both. Trey Mancini will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Now here it comes. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses, 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Orioles 5 and the Angels 2. Digging in, Anthony Rendon will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Anthony Rendon.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Takes this the other way to right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And this throw gets away from him.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve 1-2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
The 1-2.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. So 1 away now for the Angels in the 7th, and that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
And that misses 1-1. High and deep to right center. Hayes on the run for it. At the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And that'll score the run from third. And don't look now, but the lead's cut to 2 here. Stepping into the box, Justin Upton. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. First pitch on its way to Upton.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off for ball 1. Grounded back up the middle. Iglesias is up with it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 8th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 5 and the Angels 3. Ready to begin the 8th. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
A ball and no strikes. They could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 delivery. That's lifted the other way out to left. Upton's under it. 1 out. At the plate, Austin Hayes. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Runners on first with one down. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
The 1-2 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Simmons is there to second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Orioles held in check there as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Tanner Scott will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
66. Tanner Scott.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Digging in once again, Brian Goodwin. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Hops this one up. Urias has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
So now to the plate, Jason Castro. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
Fastball well outside. One out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strike out there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Into the box now, Max Stassi. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0.
No, that's down.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
2 balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman. nipped the corner. 2-2.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count. 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in, Ramon Urias. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
The 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Now batting, catcher, Pedro Severino.
In now, Pedro Severino. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in and looking for more, Chris Davis. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Back up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Noah Ramirez enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 24, Noah Ramirez.
At the plate now, Jose Iglesias, as he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Now the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. From the stretch. Skied in left. there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Alberto. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Two down, runners at first and second. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Hit on the ground to third. Fielded by Rendon. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. And it remains 5-3. Michael Givens enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Andrelton Simmons, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Set to deliver the 0-1. This pitch is popped up. Davis moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. At the plate, David Fletcher. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Fastball just missed above the zone.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and no one will get this one. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Angels down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Baltimore Orioles get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Alex Cobb takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Michael Givens earns the save out of the bullpen, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 5 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Angels, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and they left no runners on base. The winning pitcher is Alex Cobb. His record is now 2-2. The loss goes to Andrew Heaney. He falls to 2-2. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.